discipline to execute day in and day out. Once you can do all those things, can you stay focused on the process, or will you get overcome by the circumstances?
Good morning, good morning. Today we're taking a look at the XRP price action along with larger macro trends and then some Sigma coin. So, all right, nothing. Entered the long here, chopped sideways ever since, and now we're just sitting here looking for a potential breakout playing out here with the crypto summit tomorrow. So that may be what we end up looking for, but definitely a support here and a resistance here. I mean, incredibly tight range, just back and forth between these two. You can see it just can't get above over here and can't go below over here, right? So it's just been chop, 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 chop. With that, let's now zoom out and kind of look at some larger things here. So Semka put out a nice little post here this morning, and I'll be giving him credit in the video here, is that he shows that what we did here on the left with what we're currently doing with the crypto market minus Ethereum, Bitcoin. So basically this is others. And over here, he's showing a model of what occurred before. So let's take a look at what that is. So that on the right here is the total crypto market cap with XRP involved back in the day. So let's go back up here. So we're going to be doing a total 2, and so this has got Ethereum and Bitcoin, Ethereum and XRP all in it. The only thing it's missing is Bitcoin and stablecoins. So here's that area of time that we were talking about, right? That he's talking about right here. And note that after this kind of final flush that ends up coming, we do a bull flag on top of those levels, and then we send, right? My argument is that we're doing a bull flag right here, and we're getting ready to go into this parabolic move. And that parabolic move from that bull flag to when we ended up getting beyond mid-range and push up to this next level was a roughly 190% move for the overall market, with the length of time being 146 days for that to play out before it went back into another consolidation and ended up then eventually squeezing into its fifth wave move from there. So after a wave 1 and 2, or if you want to count that as your 1, there you go. But I count this was my 1 over here. So, so that being said, we have a window of time here where we can run for roughly 146 days and have massive returns across the entire crypto market. And that is what he's referencing in his post right here of how our current setup here for others is playing out for altcoins. And so this would be a reclaim of that move back up over here. So if we look back here again, we're ultimately reclaiming this breakdown level that we have here, and that's where you get your return percentages. So if we then bounce over to others, which is the one that we're now watching and assuming is similar, so here's this overall level. If we reclaim this breakdown level right there, so from others, we would be able to come back up 100% return across the overall market, lots of rotation in there. But that would be the expectation if it followed that same fractal moving to the upside after just chopping sideways forever, right? Just a forever chop here. So the potential for higher is there, and more so you can even see it on total 2, which includes XRP. Here's where that total 2 is, and here's that breakdown level. So the larger macro swing move would be a squeeze back up into that inefficiency, 118, 120% return. So there's that image right there for you. So good work to him for finding that. Pretty nice stuff. And the setup is definitely in play here. So now we just got to wait for that price action to happen and plan on having, you know, a window of time where at minimum we will get up back into this mid-range supply and then have to correct a little bit, and then we can get out of here, but it's still trying to squeeze eventually. So that's what we're waiting for here for XRP. All right, now let's jump into the heat map. You can see we're starting to go for the liquidity to the upside. So here's our 3-day. We started squeezing up, and now we're doing a little back test here for that price action, and we're just kind of trying to go above that. Open interest not diminishing at all. Starting to go funding rate short, so that means shorts are piling in here at these lows. And with all that, we still have Sigma here holding this double tap on this entire range. So we're going to have to move that over like that. So eventually this will work its way to an accumulation and a bounce. We just need to finish this capitulation moment for a lot of people, as there was a large distribution and pullback, but they did it on low volume. We all did it on low volume. So now we're just waiting for this stochastic to flip, which it's starting to. So we'll see how today plays, but we may be on the trend change with tomorrow's crypto summit. So Sigma's basically double tapped, getting ready to go. We've got open interest maximally maxed out, and that has led to squeezes. And then we have a liquidity above us and a reference to past performance, which resulted in large macro changes where we end up having a larger squeeze that plays out across markets. Yeah, almost there. There we go. For 146 days and a 190% return back up into that supply before we reject to the downside. So with a mid stop right here and a little bit of a pullback across the market into that move, and then a back test and then ascend. So all right guys, we will check in tomorrow, and thanks for watching.